Welcome back to A Dog's Breakfast.
Where?
It's an absolute shit show.
It is.
Yeah, and it is. And it's number 23, my favourite number, my lucky number.
Ah, fucking wondered why you were wondering what number it was.
I know, because 23 is my favourite number. I'm born on the 23rd of November, just for those that were wondering.
1923.
1923.
23rd of November 1923. That's why 23 is your favourite number. 23.
I'm born on 1923.
Yeah, old dark.
Yeah, just super youthful. I look really... Is that because I look like I'm born on... Is that what you're saying? 1923, so how old would I be? I'd be nearly 100.
Pretty old.
I'd be nearly 100. Weird. But anyway, so... I'm so excited it's number 23. I can't believe we've made it to 23.
Yeah, I know.
Like, that has flown.
I thought making it to 23 years of age I was doing well.
But 23 potties?
That's
We're in 23 potties deep.
pretty serious. If my eyes itchy.
Yeah, I
What
know.
happened
It is. It's like something there. Doesn't matter. It's all good, but...
there? Shit.
Yeah,
My
you
fans
got...
will be off it.
Your what?
All my fans.
Oh, your fans.
Be
Okay.
able to see my eyes all twisted.
They're always popping anyway. They're ready. Ready to go! So, because we're back for 23, I really wish that the 23 I'd organised it for it to be like a drink that I actually want to drink, because I don't know if I'm going to enjoy this one. But this one is... It is a green grape... what is it? A green grape what?
I think it's almost a wine.
Sake
It's a
vibe?
product of Korea. Sorry
I
guys.
thought it was
My
Japan.
eye is going to be fucking itchy this
I thought it was
so
from Japan.
It started, you know when you start scratching your eye
And now
you just
you-
know it's just going to go fucking bright red.
You crave
and
it
you
now. Your body's
scratch
like, yeah, get in there.
it. Yeah, so
scratch it.
sorry in
But-
advance.
So this, I thought this was, oh no, you're right, Republic of Korea.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought, because isn't this, I thought this was Japanese vibe, but that's cool, it's Korea. So, we're going to
It's fucking strong.
open this
You
up.
going to warn people about that, or are you just going to tell them that? Hook into that?
Hook in. It's 3.7 drinks, so it's actually not as strong as our wild boar that we
Yeah, so
we got.
it is, how many percent? It's on the front.
should be on the front.
13%.
So, it's not as strong as the wild boar, but it's strong.
It's frigging up there. It's because it looks
I
like a
haven't-
chick's drink. Like it looks like you'd see some dude drinking that, and be like, pfft. Then you have a couple of swigs of it, and you'd be on your ass.
So, I've tried another flavour of this, but I've never tried the green grape version, so we'll see. I think it was the peach.
Yeah, peach. I thought it was maybe a strawberry or something. I think
Something.
there's 3 flavours. Anyway,
I'll leave you to drink out of it because I didn't. Oh, sorry. Did that hurt you? Did it? I'll leave you to drink out of it. So let's see. Ready? Try it.
right, go.
Go
Oh,
together.
it's made out of barley and rice.
Let's go. Yum.
Tastes like Hubba Bubba.
Whoa. That's
It's fucking sweet.
whoa. That's so nice. That's Hubba Bubba.
Fuck, that's Hubba Bubba. Put you on your ass, mama.
That's really nice. I like that. Maybe it's because I've got ice in mine.
Yeah,
Try
if
it
you
out
knock
of
two,
there.
no, if you knock 2 of them back, whew, you are toast.
That's pre-drinking done. 2 drinks.
Yep.
Oh,
Two
this
of them.
tastes really sweet though. Where's can you see the sugars or does it not show this?
Well,
Or
it
does
says
show?
glucose. So it's barley, rice.
Oh,
no.
fructose and sucrose.
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 Fructose.
And then white
sucrose.
grape extract.
No.
What? Hang on. White grape extract, but I asked for the green grape. I don't want the white grape, I want the green.
Oh well.
Robbed. Anyway, it's really good. What do you score it out of 10?
I'm scoring it pretty low. I'm scoring it. Oh, alcohol content. Yeah, so it's getting pushed to a 6.5.
Because of the alcohol content?
Yeah, but it's sweet. Anyone that likes sweet things would love it.
So you've pushed it up because of the alcohol content, but the taste for you drops it back.
The taste is good, but I couldn't drink a full one. Like, that'd be enough for me. That little sip I just had.
I could drink the whole thing, and I
Hope you feel
probably
like getting
will,
pissed today, 'cause
throughout the whole...
I'm not drinking the rest of it.
I'll drink it.
Roger.
Can't
And I will go
waste
back.
it.
To our old young Henrys.
Old Faithful.
Imagine when they hit us up with a spono for seeing all these bloody shout-outs we're giving
We need to stop saying that, because I hope everyone knows we say it as a joke, because Trent and I have this thing where we're like...
Joke, yeah. I'm serious.
You reach out, you're like, I have 10 people who would like to hear about
Exactly.
this.
That's 10 more people than they had yesterday.
No, they all...
And they tell 10
Everyone
people.
probably knows young Henrys.
Start doing the maths.
What?
I tell 10 people, they tell 10 people.
Oh!
That's how it works.
Spreads like
Word of
wildfire.
mouth.
Do you know what a new saying's going to be?
Spreads like COVID.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Fuck
I like
COVID.
that.
I'm sick of it.
Yeah, anyway.
What are we going on this week? Apart from general
Oh.
shit talk.
General shit talk, but Trent and I... Well,
Not me.
Trent said to me, huh?
Not me.
No, but you said to me, hey, you should talk about how you went and saw a medium.
Yeah.
And I was like, actually, okay, I will. Whoa.
I
It
haven't.
just feels really like those bright lights. They just feel really bright. Anyway.
I'm going to turn it off.
No, it's fine. I think it's because I was like medium and then I was like, oh, I see the light.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, I saw a medium and I just wanted to kind of talk about it because it was interesting to say the least.
And I want to start out by saying before it was like, whatever. But if you want to do it, do it.
Yeah.
I just don't, I've
I think
never been one to be a believer, if you will.
You got to find a good one though. So like,
Oh yeah.
So how it kind of came about is just to put some backstory on it. My sister called me and I had a couple missed calls from her throughout the day and I was like, oh, I'll call her at a later stage. And then she called Trent and was like, hey, is Brooke there? Trent's like, yeah.
I'm thinking someone's died in the family. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, like, why is she calling you when she...
What's happened here?
And I was like, oh, hey, I was actually going to give you a call back. What's up? And she's like, oh my God, I just need to tell you. Anyway, she went and saw this medium and it's like a clairvoyant chick or lady.
This does it from a house.
And she does it from a house. But the things that she said to my sister were really where you're just like, so specific. Because what I'd historically heard about like mediums and clairvoyance is that sometimes they're so generic that of course it could be, you could take it as, that's something specific for you because it's so generic, it could be for 90% of the population. So hers was so specific about names, about people, about personality traits, about relationships, about, like, it was so specific that I was like, holy crap.
It can't be ignored.
Yeah, and so specific about us, like the fact that Trent and I came up in her reading, that I was like, whoa, okay, I want to go to see her. And I went to see her, and like, chime in whenever you want because, but I went to see her and it was an hour reading and you get a recording after. So like, it's pretty cool that you can listen to it like a year, 5 years from now.
She hits you with a lot of
much
shit to start, and like during you're just like, whoa. Well, I didn't go to it, but I'm guessing like because of the amount of the volumes of information she's talking about, you just like, you wouldn't remember it. You just remember like the high detail bits.
Yeah, and I probably spoke in it barely. Like,
which
you
would have
barely,
been a challenge for you.
You barely heard me
Would have been
speak.
very hard.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, little chatterbox.
It actually wasn't in this scenario because I was interested.
Yeah,
in
because
hearing
there's so much coming in.
so much that I was like, not that I'm not interested. That came out wrong. I was like, I was so interested in hearing what she was saying. It's like, no, I'm interested in what other people. But it was like there was so much information coming at me that I was like, whoa, okay, I don't even know what questions to ask or anything.
I can try and take it in.
So I came in and she just like gets a feel for you, and you know, it's just general like conversation. Like, it's nothing where she's like, what do you want? What's this? Like, blah,
What's
blah,
your
blah.
last name? What's your middle name?
You know,
Trying to
all
look
of
up,
this.
like...
So then and then she was like, perfect, I'm going to record it on your phone. Give me your phone and I'll just like hold it here so you can just you've got the recording. And I was like, oh, perfect. Yep, that sounds great. And then she just went off and she started talking about like me and my future, like, career path, my future with Trent.
Future relationships, future goals.
Future goals that were so specific because Trent and I...
we had just, like, I think we might have spoken about it before. We do, like, a bit of a goal board for a couple of years. We just renewed that. And she bought that up and was like, said, yeah, the goals you've set and rah, like...
Yeah, and one of them was so specific that I was like, well, she knows that because Trent and I have one goal on our goal board that's like one goal where we're like, if we get this, that's success for us.
I think there's only me and Brooke and probably 2 other people in the world that know about that goal.
I know, and so it was interesting that she said that it's like a financial goal, but and she, or financial related kind of, and she said it, and I was like, oh, okay, and it wasn't something where like a lot of people that's their well, kind of, but not really. You know what I mean?
But
like,
yeah,
not
the way. Without saying what the goal is, it's like, it's pretty specific about the way she went about saying it.
Yeah,
It definitely related back to what we have set.
Yeah, and she was saying, like, you're going to definitely get this. She was saying about me that I'm really, what was the word? I'm very bubbly, socializer, blah, 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 but I kind of need to also, like, take you on the journey as well. With,
like Brooke needs to push me in certain realms and like futures and yeah, pretty cool. And we had actually spoken about all that.
Yeah,
virtually.
So it was really interesting. I didn't think that I would get that much out of that session. Well, I kind of thought I would get a bit only because of my sister had gone and seen it, and my sister had such a great rapport with this lady. But it was really specific and we're going to have, she said that we're going to have a boy first. Yeah. Like, in our future. And I was like, oh, a boy?
Yeah.
Okay.
So definitely kids.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, a little boy? I would love to have a little boy first. And it's funny because I would want to have a boy first.
Yeah, that's what we'd always sort of planned.
Yeah, definitely. But it's like you can't really plan for the
child.
But we'd been like, oh, that'd be cool if you could, have a little boy first.
Manifested, if you will.
Yeah, exactly. But it was really interesting, and I suppose why I wanted to talk about it is I think that, you hear a lot of bad things about mediums. Well, I definitely have.
I definitely have, and like I even had people at work be like, I told someone, they're like, oh. Yeah, but like it would have been shit that she could just type her name in on Facebook, and I'm like, yeah, because Brooke posts on Facebook every day. I haven't posted on Facebook in over a year, probably. That's what I mean. Like
on Instagram, I haven't posted in a year.
The shit she was talking about was relevant to now, and it was like so specific. Like you can't fucking look that up. Like the only way she could have got that was by ringing the people that we have told, and that is like fucking minimal.
And then they would have told us.
Yeah, or some random lady rang me and asked me about your goals.
And asked me about
like
what you're going to name your child.
What child name you're going to... Yeah.
So the name...
So we have like a name picked for a boy, and it's like... It's different.
It's different, yeah.
And she brought that up with Brooke's sister.
And then she brought it up again with me and said, oh, I know what you're going to name your son. Your son. It's going to be a unique name. It's going to be a name that... is named after a sport that your
sport that your partner does.
That your partner does, and then it's really interesting because that is why the name is chosen.
And that's how I saw the name. So it's wild. Like you can't. It's not shit you can look up. And I was always a critic as well, thinking that they're just full of shit. Take your money.
But I never thought that they could get that specific. Like, I never thought that...
No, I thought it was like, oh, yeah, you'll do well in the next few years.
Yeah,
like, I didn't... sort of, like, not... She went nitty-gritty.
Yeah, I just didn't think that they could get like that. And look, to be honest, there was some stuff in it that I was like, oh, neither here nor there with it. But then there was other stuff where I was like as in not neither here nor there. I was just like that could be. It's relevant to me, but it also could. It was generic that of course it would be relevant to me. It's going to be relevant to 80-90% of the people in the world, but or it could be.
But she also did say that yours was a really positive reading.
Yeah.
So she's like, it was it was like a breath of fresh air to have someone with a really positive reading. So she must get people that go in there and then it's like, oh, like, she wouldn't want to say it, but like, it's so hard for her because she could probably see that, you know, they might have massive trauma about to happen in their life. And like,
who knows? Like, or trauma that's happened before and they know and they're bringing it up.
There's nothing saying that that's not going to happen tomorrow for us, but it's like...
Yeah, but it was interesting that she was saying that in my future, she saw it really positive and saw, like she said at the end of my reading, that it was she really enjoyed my reading because it was so positive. And I walked out of there and because I was prepared to walk out of there being really emotional. Because I was like, oh, maybe if the reading, like a lot of people say if you have a good reading, just from like research I've looked at online, that people who have had good readings say that they almost walk out overwhelmed, really emotional, really full on.
Because she could have said some shit like, oh, you and your partner are going to be together. That's it.
Yeah, fully imagine.
Just walks out and I'm waiting out the front, gone. Bye, bitch.
I'm like, I'm just gonna Uber. I'm just gonna Uber out of here. No, yeah, because Trent waited for me, because like you're amazing. You were like, oh, you know, it'd be good if you don't drive after it. Just
because we weren't sure if you were going to be like proper emotional about it or happy about it. You walked out like happy, and we listened to it in the car. Yeah,
the whole way home, when we like did a drive, I got Trent to listen it back so he could hear it. And it was really cool, to have you listen to it.
Some of the stuff I was like, what? Like, how the fuck did she know that?
Yeah.
How the fuck you know, mate?
What? Are you watching me?
Who told you?
Who told you? Who told you?
Someone telling her shit. Fucking snitch.
But the name of the child got me because there's only two people it's like literally, there is only two people who know that name.
Mm.
So it's like, wow, that's interesting that...
It's wild.
That happened, but yeah, so I wanted to talk about it because I was like, when Trent said, oh, you know, that you should talk about it, and I was like, yeah, I should talk about it because I feel like people only hear the bad ones.
Yeah, well, you see the shit on TV,
like scams and
you're like
dodgy.
Yeah, but like also like the one that has that TV show, that Hollywood Medium. Dude.
Oh yeah, and you think it's very Hollywood.
Yeah, and it's all filmed, and it's probably like. They probably do ask questions before it to make him look a little bit better than what he maybe is.
Yeah,
that's how I always sort of thought it was, but maybe not.
What's his name? That Tyler dude or whatever, that blonde dude, that young dude. And he like sweats and like writes like...
Yeah, draws shit and like...
Whereas my chick, she was just looking... She would just stare off in the distance, but then she would come back to me and then she'd just stare off in the distance. But it wasn't anything where you're like...
Her eyes weren't like rolling back in her head, floating around.
I believe.
Hold my hand.
Hold my hand.
Like, holy fuck!
I'm like, oh my god.
Bye.
It's a what? An
exorcism.
Exorcism, or whatever it is. You know, like freaking out. But it honestly was an experience, and I think for those like do your research. Like I felt like I was lucky. I didn't really have to do a lot of research on this lady because my sister had that experience, but. I want to go back to her in like a year, 2 years from now, and get like a different perspective. Should like a lot of the items? Well, I mean, obviously because she was so specific.
Yeah,
like, how do you know?
She was bang on with a lot of things and saying like shit will happen quick and like.
Yeah.
It's wild. And like the things she was saying that would happen quick, we were like, yeah, probably will. Like. Yeah, so we're like, that will all probably, that's all probably right.
Yeah.
We're not sure, but it'd be crazy if it all sort of happens like the way she was saying. Because it's sort of how I've pictured it happening.
She was like, yep, okay, your 5-year plan. And when we say quick, we don't mean as in like a month. We're talking about quick as in like if we've got a 5-year goal, it might happen in 3.
That 5 years, yeah. And she's it'll move along pretty quick for you.
Yeah. And she's like, I see this happening for you in 5 years from now, that it's this, this, and this. I really would love people to go to her. Her name, I can't remember actually. Her name's Lisa, but I can't remember her business.
Yeah. She's on the coast. So
she's on the coast.
If you're on the coast and you're keen, just hit us up.
Yeah, reach out to me if you are keen to go see her, because I would recommend it. I want Trent to go separately. Because Trent was because Trent was waiting out the front, I was like, is your like vibe, your energy out the front. Like, I swear, if I have anyone from your side coming in, I was like, this reading's about me, Trent.
I did say, should I drive off and like park a few k's away? So like,
so it doesn't fuck with.
I did have people come in.
Yeah, so on Trent's, which I'm pretty sure it would be Trent's grandpa that came in. And they said some stuff about your side of the family, which I won't go into, but that was also interesting that they were saying about like Trent.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and she was talking about Trent's like personality is so funny. She was like, you're very strong. She was like, you're very stubborn too at times, and she was like, your partner grounds you and
doesn't take your shit.
And doesn't let...
And to anyone that doesn't know us, would sound like I'm a psycho control freak, I was saying to Brooke, but like...
But anyone who does know...
they're like, oh yeah.
They're like, oh, that's very...
Oh yeah, no, she needs to be reeled in.
Yeah, she definitely needs to be reeled in, and Trent definitely provides that for Brooke, yep. Okay.
Brooke's very like, alright, let's go do it. And then I'm like, I think of the logic. I'm like, no, we don't do that. Yeah,
because my personality type is very...
Just do it and see what happens.
I'll
think about the shit that can happen or could happen or would go wrong.
Yeah. Like, Trent thinks it through. In a good way, though. You're very logical.
Yeah.
You're very logical. And not saying that I'm not... sometimes I'm not logical. Actually, probably a lot of the times I don't really...
Irrational, maybe.
Irrational, yeah. Definitely. And so... The fact that she was saying that Trent, like, holds me accountable, Trent, he doesn't take my shit, which is so true. But also, that's why I love you, because, like, I could easily...
We work for each other.
Yeah, because I could easily walk over, like I have before. I could easily walk over. Trent would never let me walk over him.
Not today, Junior.
No, not today. But also, you let me go, but then you're just like, you know when to rein me in.
I'll let you carry on, then I'm like, alright, whoa,
that's enough.
Like the furniture shopping. I'll reel you in on that sometimes.
Oh, like when I get too excited. So, like, I'll be like, okay, I've got 16 items in this.
And it's like, oh shit, that we could wait till we move. So, like, we're trying to get the big ticket items. We spoke about this last potty. We're trying to get the big ticket items delivered now, and then we'll move them with us. But I don't want to be moving cushions, rugs, placemats for tables.
Or do you?
Pillows.
Or do you?
We have enough shit here already, and we have to pay for someone to move it, because I'm not moving it.
Yeah, but how good would it be to have it all and I just set up the whole house perfectly?
How good would it be when we move in, we set up all the furniture, and then you go and get all your cushions and
my decor,
decor
items.
And put it in the house.
Dust collecting.
Yeah.
I don't think they're dust collecting. So you're saying a placemat is dust collecting?
No, but I'm saying some of the stuff you're going to buy.
What's an example, please?
Dried flowers. Dead flowers, I should say.
They're going to be beautiful. So for those ladies out there...
Dead flower arrangements, that's a thing, guys.
For those ladies out there...
There's money to be made for selling dead flowers to people in a bunch.
They're dried... No, stop.
Ridiculous.
They are dried flowers that
dead grass.
Will last. Pampas grass. Beautiful.
Dead grass. It's dead.
It's perfect. I can't wait. And the dried palms and stuff like that. Trent's like, we do not need stuff like that. I'm like, yes, we do.
We'll have palms in the backyard. I can just cut a branch off and stick it inside.
So no, what we're going to do is we're going to have like, we're not going into it. I was just about to be like, okay, so in this corner it's got this, because that's what I do. I jump into like...
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, we're not doing that. But dried... Sorry.
Flowers. I can't believe people are paying money for them. And I'm going to be one of them people paying money for fucking dead flowers. I just... Like this plant here, it's live.
I know.
That's a living organism. It's sick.
It is beautiful.
But we're going to get a dead one.
What? Do you want me to get fake ones?
No.
That's right.
Why would we get fake when we get real?
Dried ones will last like a year or two.
This will last as long as you want to keep water in it.
As long as you feed it. I feed it. But I don't see the deal. Like, I don't see what the problem is. They're beautiful. And it's decorative.
Oh.
And they last a year or two, and about the year or two I'm over it. So it's perfect. Win-win.
Sweet.
And it's cheaper than buying fresh ones. Do you want me to buy fresh ones all the time?
You wouldn't buy fresh flowers.
No, I wouldn't. You're so
correct.
You
hate fresh flowers.
Huh?
You hate them.
I do. I really don't like... Do you know what I don't like? What? Okay, I'm sure there's... Hang on, I should preface this. Because there's obviously a
trigger
reason...
Warning.
Yeah, trigger warning, preface it, provide my disclaimer. I understand, like... Real flowers is a thing, obviously. There's an industry for it. There's a job for it. A florist is a thing. Florist stores, like, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I just don't understand, like, if Trent would buy me if he was to ever buy me a bunch of flowers, I don't get excited about, like...
I have done it in the past, and you're like, oh, thanks.
It's just it's a novelty, like, it's not...
Something that's going to die.
It's an easy present too. It's like an easy... Like, I like buying it if people like it. Like, there's some people that it's like their favourite flower is a sunflower, or their favourite flower is a rose, and for them it means a lot to them, and I'm like, that's sick. But for me, I don't get it. Because then they just die, and then they wilt, and then they're dead.
And then the water's green, and you forget to throw it out.
Yeah, and then they sit there for like a couple months.
No,
well, I don't rate it. But I think it's like...
Oh, if you're into it, you're into it. But, like, we're obviously not into fresh flowers. Like,
well, you're leaning away from me. You don't...
Trying to get away a bit.
You're just done. Okay, he's ready for the...
Yeah, I'm ready for the
Are you ready for the would you rather? All right.
Come on.
Come on. Move it, people. Move it. All right, so... Would you rather? Oh, that's my weekly rap segment. Would you rather? Would you rather? Would you rather? Would you rather? Questions.
We're trying to grow a YouTube channel here, and I don't know if that fucking helps.
Anyway, so would you rather have taste buds or be colourblind? Lol.
I feel like we've done this one.
Oh, have we?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've done this.
Okay, we'll skip then.
Because that's obvious as... Anyone that knows me, I'm colourblind, so I'm going colourblind.
Yeah, and also, you don't want to be taste... I'd rather be
Budless.
colourblind. You don't want to be taste
Yeah, you want
budless.
to taste shit.
You want to taste things.
I like food.
Imagine, though, not being able to taste. Like, say, like, someone's like, oh, this chocolate, this cheese is amazing, whatever, and you have it and you're...
All you go off is like the texture in your mouth.
But I say that I actually would like to not have taste buds.
But there'd be so many foods that would have the worst texture, but they taste good. Like chocolate. If it didn't have taste...
No, I think it'd be fine because it melts.
That was like... It would just be like...
Crunchy, and then it melts.
No, but it'd be like all like stuck to your mouth like...
Oh, like peanut butter vibes.
Yeah.
So... I know I would want to not have... I don't want to... It would be weird, but I would want to not have taste buds because then I could just eat really healthy. Because I don't have taste buds. I don't care. So
and broccoli,
I just eat salads all day and I just become really healthy and everyone's like, wow, Brooke eats so healthy when I just can't taste it. So I can eat all the shit foods.
You just chill on this.
So I could eat like Brussels sprouts. Oh, Brussels sprouts aren't too bad. But like... That's all you're eating. Because, like...
Every meal, like, that's a dedication.
And I would be, because I wouldn't be able to taste it. And if anything, a salad would probably taste better. Like, the texture in my mouth would be better.
Fresh and crunchy, yeah.
Would be better than a meat texture. Or a...
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, some
things
I
could be vegetarian.
Would taste terrible.
I could be vegetarian or vegan easy.
I feel like anything that's, like, sort of semi-soft.
Ooh. Oh, my God. So, imagine having, like... what's it?
Egg. Like a hard-boiled egg.
Oh, yeah, that'd be weird. No, I'm thinking about like a yogurt or
Avo.
like a... No, Avo would be fine.
It's like a soft, like, mushy texture.
If you have it mashed up, probably. But I still think that would be alright. I'm thinking like a yogurt, like something where it's like a thick liquid type vibe. That would be weird because you're trying to... And it's just mushy.
Yuck.
Yuck. So I'll go no taste buds and Trent's be like business as usual for him. Then he's just going colourblind. All right, next one. Would you rather be forever sunburnt or forever be covered in aloe vera gel?
So this one to me is a no-brainer because if you're forever sunburnt, you're going to be putting on aloe vera gel. So you may as well go without getting the skin cancer and get the aloe vera gel.
Oh yeah, why?
So
what the hell? So this one is the
old
same.
Captain Logic over here.
But you gave me this question.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
What will you go?
I would go aloe vera gel,
Yeah,
but
'cause
I
I don't
didn't
want
think
the
about
sunburn.
that. Because I don't want to be feeling sunburn. I'd rather have normal skin and I've just got the gel. Hang on. Actually, wait. So if I have... What's the sunburn vibes? How sunburn are we talking?
Itchy.
Itchy sunburn.
When someone talks about sunburn, itchy is what I think. Like, have
I
you ever
don't.
been like hysterically itchy from sunburn where you just can't stop scratching your
You're
back?
laughing itchy, hysterically.
Oh, no. That's the wrong word.
I don't know what the word actually would be.
But like, yeah, just constantly scratching, like
yeah.
going fucking crazy. Need to be sedated, sort of thing.
So I don't know if I get itchy
I've
from
had it.
sunburn.
I've had it once. Holy
So
bad.
yeah, but so what are we talking about? What sunburn? So you're saying itchy sunburn? I can't relate to that, so I don't really understand what.
Blessed sunburn.
Oh fuck! Well, I don't want to be that. So then I will definitely go the aloe vera gel. I'd have to invest in a really good aloe vera gel.
The banana boat spray one.
Yeah, I just have a spray one, and
it's light.
but is that an aloe vera gel? I think that's an aloe vera spray. I don't think that's the same thing.
Nah. Well, I just
because it specifically says gel.
I've used the gel, just dilute it a bit. Is that still gel and spray it? Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, okay. You could
and
do
even
that.
if I had to, I could just put the gel on. Fuck it.
Just do the yeah. I think it's gonna be fine. And I'll do a really light layer, like a real light layer. Whereas when you have sunburn, you put a thick layer on because it's so cooling and like you know what I mean.
And if you got out of the shower and you had a little bit of water still, so
Yeah.
you like rubbed it and you'd only need a tiny bit and smear it everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually,
So aloe vera gel,
aloe
no
vera
sunburn,
gel,
no
easy.
cancer, happy days, no
Easy.
worries.
All right, the last one, and it's very relevant to something you've introduced me to recently that I'd never tried in my life. Would you rather a country cheese biscuit? I had never tried them in my actual life until
Get
Trent had
around
brought
that.
them home, and they literally taste.
They're good with everything.
So yeah. Anyway, and then or an ultimate chocolate chip cookie. So the country cheese biscuit. It reminds me of the Vegemite. You remember the
Dippers,
Vegemite
yeah.
dips? Yeah, but I hadn't really tried the country.
The country cheese biscuits, with Vegemite. Nom, 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 nom.
Or
so good.
now the ultimate chocolate
40%
chip cookie.
chocolate biscuits from Coles.
They are so good.
They're so friggin' good.
They're so good.
Oh.
And what is annoying about them is you have one and you can't stop. It's really annoying. Like if you try one and you're like, oh, it's just a chocolate chip cookie, and then you finish that one cookie and you realise it's not just a chocolate chip cookie.
Another one. You can literally have like 5 or 6 of them too because they are so good.
They're the perfect ratio of chocolate chip and biscuit.
So what was it? You can only eat?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Alright. So I don't think I could eat sweets.
Well, hang on, no, it's would you rather a country cheese biscuit or an ultimate chocolate chip cookie? That's how I wrote it for us.
So just one or the
as
other.
in, that's always your snack. You only go, you're either having the ultimate chocolate chip cookie or the country cheese.
Yeah, I'm on the chocolate chip cookie.
I'm going the country cheese.
You're a savoury chick now. Sweet.
My pendulum has swung completely the other way because
Word of the week there too, pendulum.
pendulum.
Yeah, found that.
Cool.
Word of the week.
It completely has though because I love the country cheese.
Country cheese is good, but if I'm just having if that's my snack, I'm going to go with the sweet one.
I understand too that it probably has no nutritional value on it, but they're really good.
Just a bit of salt. And then you put Vegemite on there for a bit more salt.
Yeah. Do we have any left?
No.
Okay. But that's actually what I was eating on an intro of a couple podcasts back.
Yeah.
I was eating a country cheese biscuit.
A couple of weeks back.
So good.
Speaking of, everyone should go back, if you haven't already.
Yeah, go back.
Start watching a few of the old clips. Some of the old ones are fucking crackers, actually. We did some funny ones back then.
Oh, did
Now
we?
we're all serious.
We're all serious now. Talking about mediums and shit and future.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So that's it for us this week. We both chose for that last question a bit of a different, he went the sweet route, I went the savoury route, but I think country cheese will always win. Me in my heart.
Like, subscribe, try and tell your mates, share it around. If we throw up a little bloody Insta clip or something.
Maybe, if I can be bothered.
Yeah. been a bit slack with that.
I'm so slack.
I think even Spotify might be a few episodes behind.
Oh, it's so behind. It's like, look, we get it. We're just here for fun.
It's a fucking shit show.
It's
we
a
told
shit
you when
show.
you started, when you tuned in.
It's just
Every
for fun.
episode we tell you, and you're still fucking listening.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks,
You've
guys.
only got yourself to blame.
Yeah, subscribe, follow, share it around. Thanks for listening another week.
Have a good week. Look after each other.
And check in on your mates.
See ya.
I can't get in. I can never... It's such a small area. Like, how do you...
Glary.
Fuck, I hate this setup. Like, to try... Get in my... I gotta get in my spot.
You good, mate?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just...